Peace world, it is your girl, the real Tony Hickman, and it is day 9, Ramadan. I just feel the need to say that because y'all know I'm on Ramadan. I can see my face getting skinny. I had someone recently ask me if like I have an eating disorder, and because I'm really strict on what I put in my body. And so they asked me, did I have an eating disorder? And you know, I find it strange how if you are thin or you have a choice of anything in your life, people will insert their opinions without looking at themselves. And I understand how most people would think, but I also understand that it's to each his own. You know how many people are on their own path and their own journey, and somehow we have this thought process that makes us think we have to correct everyone instead of correcting ourselves. But the more you work on correcting yourself, see, when you really start working on correcting yourself and identifying when you see all the ways wrong with everybody else, but you can't see it within you, then that's when you will start looking more at you instead of everybody else. Because if I am the problem, somehow you are the problem. Because I am being a reflection of you. I used to be a liquidarian, and I'm still heading that way. Like, I've been doing liquids, but I've been doing liquids on Ramadan after sunset. But I've also I have eaten a sweet potato and I had some soup. But other than that, and I mean, soup is liquidy, so I've been kind of on baby food because I really want clear digestion. And the reason I believe in liquidarianism is because when babies are born in this world, they can only have liquids. And it is these liquids that give them their nutrients. And the reason that they are able to gain their nutrients from the liquids is because it is going through the small intestine. And so when you decide to do a liquid diet or a liquidarian lifestyle, you are essentially putting nutrients back in you in their proper way. Because when we decide to chew food, we miss the nutrients, because most people are not chewing their food 52 times or 32 times, whatever the number is. They're just gobbling it down, and you're not getting the nutrients. But when you decide to just do liquids, everything is going through the small intestines, and you are getting your liquids. So that's one of the benefits of liquidarianism. The other benefit is it is super easy digestion. If you think about the babies you've known in your life, if you don't have children, the babies have easy digestion with liquids. I mean, they consume it and it comes right out. And the reason is because it's made that way. Like it's ready to go in, give the body what it needs, and then it comes out. Okay? So even the baby food diet, mushy foods, it still benefits the body. But yeah, I am an experiment to myself. That's what I am. For anybody that had the question, I experiment with me. I am still experiment with me. I know of a person, a man, I know a couple of people now that don't eat or drink. They are what we call breatharians. And if you look it up on YouTube, you will see the people I'm talking about. And they've gone through changes with their body. But the particular person, I did an interview with him, Elatam, a brother, a melanated brother. And this brother has muscles and everything, and he does not consume food. So it makes you think, like, he said that the nutrients are in the air we breathe. You go sit by a tree and eat. Just get the nutrients from the tree. But see, that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level when you are deciding to not consume in a world made for you to consume. In a world that encourages you to eat because they need to sell stuff. And yeah, and I mean, I understand. I'm not saying that where you are in your life you shouldn't eat, and he'll tell you that too. It's a journey to that path. And so somehow I feel like I have gotten caught in between breatharianism, because I'm not a breatharian. I'm not. Just get that straight. I'm not a breatharian. And I'm not a liquidarian right now. I guess, I don't know. I hate the freaking titles. You know that? I really hate the idea of titles. But it's just to help people understand the brain, or understand the journey. And I now say, to each his own. I understand if you eat. If you choose to eat, that's you. I eat too. I have eaten, and I eat. I've eaten and I have eaten, even on Ramadan. Like I said, I've had soup, and I've had a sweet potato. I love sweet potatoes. But I have. But for me, it isn't about weight. I know that if I put on weight like everybody does, or like a lot of women that have nice shapes do. If I was to put on weight, I would be one of those women. I know that. I really do know that. But that's ego for me. So even when I have helped people and they tell me, well, I don't want to lose too much weight. When you say that, that's your ego. That's not your spirit. That's your ego. And I'm saying that because in those times, if I have even expressed it, it's my ego. Like, what are other people going to think? What are other people going to think if I do this? What are people going to think if I do that? And that road, I am coming out of that, living out of the thought process of other people. So when you concern yourself with what somebody else is consuming, it's simply because you still are dealing with your own ego in some way. Live and let live, man. Like, for real. Can we live and let live? Let people be whatever their choice is. Now, if they are harming, like cutting themselves or whatever, then that's on them. You know, like, it's not your place to tell somebody what you think they should be doing. That part. It's not your place to tell somebody else what you think they should be doing. Anyway, I hope y'all having a good day. I didn't know I was gonna come on here and be talking about all of that, but just coming from a good friend, Dee Dee. She had her 70th birthday, and pretty beautiful soul. I see beyond so many things in her. She's just a beautiful spirit. Like, she's a Jewish lady, and one of the most beautiful souls I have met in Houston. Most sincere, put it like that. One of the most sincere souls that I have met in Houston. And I just really appreciate her. And I think that's what it's about. You live and let live. All of our judgments are programs that we think we need to be, do, say. But I have been questioning the program, period. So, day 9, Ramadan. And I told y'all before in the other video, like, I'm not Muslim, but my son is not Muslim either, but his father was Muslim. And so my son this is his 2nd year doing Ramadan, 2nd or 3rd. And I just told him that I was gonna join in. I'm very familiar with Ramadan because we had a worker that used to come and help my mother, and she was Muslim. But I just really respect the journey. And so, yeah, I'm not Muslim. I actually had somebody at my friend's party who was asking me my spiritual practices. I said I pull from everything. I mean, I have one concept that I fit in, but I pull from everything. I don't want to box myself into an idea of what is can come within my spirit. I am interested in learning about everything. If it's there and I am here, when the books were put in the Catholic libraries instead of our hands, then that was our wisdom and our knowledge. And so when it was put in their libraries, it spread throughout their concepts. And the only one that I think kind of kept some of the same concepts is Hinduism, which that isn't even a real name for it. I have to find out the real name, but that's not even the real name for it. But yeah, I just pull from everybody. I pull from everybody. Like I said, I define maybe I define under 1 or 2 now that I'm understanding everything. But live and let live. I just like studying how deep the spirit can go. I can't even help it. I've been attracted to it all my life. So I was having a conversation with my mom last night about talking to spirits, because my mother, I'm not gonna go into that. I'll save that for the next video. I love y'all. Peace.